day, everyone. I am Aguila, and welcome to our Love Culture Workshop. Today, we'll be talking about the marriage option. How to know if I am ready for the next level. The marriage option, it is not a default. It is not because your friends are getting married or your family are pressuring you to get married, you'll be going into that option. No, the marriage option is a vocation. It is a response to a great calling, a calling to love. There may be fear of uncertainty, but remember this: God equips those whom He calls. And vocation, it is a calling. And so He will equip you. It is an initial destination. It's like a connecting flight towards a great adventure that is leading to our ultimate destination, which is our home, heaven. To get there, our response should be this beautiful process of preparation, purification, patience, and finding peace. I remember the story of a little boy. He saw a butterfly struggling inside a cocoon. And so, what he did, he made that decision. I want to end the misery of this butterfly. I want to take the shortcut. And so, he took a scissor, he cut the cocoon, and he was so happy that he set the butterfly free. Then he said, "Now you can fly. Go fly." But the butterfly, it can't fly. It won't fly. Actually, for the rest of its life, it didn't fly. Why? Because the process of struggling there in the cocoon, it is needed for the butterfly to be trained on how to fly. Therefore, just like in this vocation, in this marriage option, it is important for us to go through the process because it will train us, it will prepare us for that great gift. So, how do we go through this process? Actually, there is no one formula for this process because different people have unique love stories. But I would like to propose to you a simple formula: readiness and discernment plus action and right timing equals going for that level up engagement. This formula may also apply in other levels of intimacy, such as friendship to getting to know stage, getting to know stage to courtship, courtship to romantic relationship, and romantic relationship to engagement. Now we ask this question: how will I know if I am ready for the next level? Consider the following guide. Number 1, if you know yourself enough. Pagkilala mo talaga ang sarili mo. If you know your strengths and weaknesses, if you know your limitations, and that includes your finances, if you know where you are, where to go, and what will you be doing, it is important for you to understand who you really are according to how God sees you. The best way to know yourself is to get to know the one who knows you the best, and that is God. And so it is so important that before we go on to that level, to that next level, we must really know who we are so that we will also know what we are looking for. Number 2, if you know your partner enough. And so it is important for you to know your partner's strengths and weaknesses, the limitations. With that question, are you willing to accept that person for who he or she really is. Because as you move forward into married life, it is so important to build honesty, openness, as this is needed to establish loyalty and fidelity in married life. Number 3, if you seek the good of the other. Seeking the good of the other, this is what true love means. It is sacrifice. It is giving without expecting anything in return. It is the willingness to give love and give life. Not counting, not comparing. This is so important. Before you enter into this next level, may you have that posture first of seeking the good of the other. Number 4, if you can control your passions and desires. This is chastity, which frees us to love. This is also being in the state of grace. Remember, we cannot make a decision to level up or to take a certain path if we are in the state of sin. So, it is important for us to remain in the state of grace. How? By living pure, by practicing that holy purity. This builds faithfulness and loyalty that is so important in a married life. Number 5, if you are willing to align your plans to your partner. This is the willingness to adjust for a common goal. This also includes finances, priorities, mission, because entering into married life, this is two becoming one. And so, there should be one common goal. That's why it is important that everything, all of the plans, will be aligned. Everything should be aligned towards the will of God in this love triangle. May this guide help us to have this readiness and discernment together with actions and right timing as we prepare for this next level. In this time of pandemic, where most of the weddings are intimate wedding because of the limitations, restrictions, maybe this is God's way of leading us back to what is essential, what is important, the gift of the sacrament of matrimony. Yes, in this time of crisis, a lot are uncertain. But what is important is that God's love is certain. That your love for one another, it is certain. And that there is a certainty that you are willing to give your all for one another and above all to God. As said in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, as God created man to love, He called Himself also to love. And this is the fundamental and most innate vocation, and that is to love. We go back to the main question of this topic. Am I ready to take that next level? Am I ready? Is he or she really the one? What should I do? What we need is to go through the process of knowing more ourselves so that we will find peace and be affirmed that indeed I am not yet ready, or indeed I am ready. It is also about getting to know more your partner. If he or she is also ready. If he or she is the one. We go back to what true love is. and that is seeking the good of the other. Love that is sacrificial. Love that is giving. We control our passions and desires, choosing to live pure, choosing to remain in the state of grace. And lastly, may we be willing to align all of our plans together for a common good. As said by Pope Francis, we should not rush into marriage, but instead, we go through the process. This beautiful process that will train us to love, to share love that is from God. Imagine that. A married life wherein you are not sharing your own love, but God's love. This is His plan. This is vocation. And this is the married option. Let us embrace this love culture. Again, in this time of fear, in this time of uncertainty, let us choose to love. Let us choose to be fearless. Because perfect love, it drives out all our fears. Now, it is up to us to love, to be courageous, to take the risk. Are you ready? Is he or she the one? What should you do? Thank you for attending this workshop. I hope that you have learned something from this, and I hope that you can also attend other workshops as well. May everything that you have heard help you in building a culture of love. Thank you and God bless.
Hi friends, were you inspired by this workshop? We hope it doesn't end here. We would like to encourage you to bring Live Pure to where you are, in your schools, in your parishes, in your dioceses, in your institutions. Bring the cause of Live Pure. Invite us to give talks to you. Invite us to give you the Live Pure recollection. You know what? This is how love culture will spread. God wants to use you. And may you allow God to use you so that love culture will really be love culture.